namanya pohon lontar.
Semuanya. Sini mana? Keliling aja. Keliling. Masuk.
Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me today. In this video, we'll continue on our previous video where we visited and crossed the boat crossing between Indonesia and Timor Leste in Mota'ain and Batu Gade. If you haven't seen that, feel free to click the link above if you wish to watch that first. From Mota'ain, we headed southwest along the main road that connects Mota'ain border post with the Wini border post, another land border post between Indonesia and Timor Leste. But while in the last video, the border crossing crosses into the mainland of Timor Leste on the east side of the island, this time we'll visit the border crossing which crosses into the exclave of Oecusse, a special administrative region of Timor Leste located wholly within the Indonesian side of the island. If you ask, why is there Timor Leste exclave in Indonesia? Well, to give a brief answer, this was the border that was defined in an agreement between the Dutch and Portuguese back in the colonial era to share the island territory between them. The Portuguese managed to keep Oecusse because it's where they first landed in Timor and where they first established their presence and influence on the island back in the 16th century. The border continued to remain this way throughout the times when Timor Leste was part of Indonesia as the province of East Timor, all the way until today after the independence, as the United Nations agreed to only recognize border and territorial divisions defined during the colonial era. The drive takes just under 2 hours if we drive directly non-stop. However, we decided to make some stops and detours on the way to enjoy some of the beautiful natural sights along the way. This is also the drive that the people from Timor Leste mainland have to go through if they are traveling by land to Oecusse, which would require them to pass through the two border checkpoints. This is the port of Atapupu, the main port of Belu Regency, which in recent years have been steadily promoted by the government as a transit port for goods being exported to Timor Leste from Indonesia and vice versa, due to its proximity to the country's capital and main port of Dili. During the colonial years, it was one of the landing ports used by the overseas traders trading the native Timor sandalwood, a precious commodity that was once very prevalent on the island and known to be some of the best in the world.
Airnya jernih sekali. Jadi kalau penumpang juga di sini.
Penumpang
Pak?
di sini, ini yang di
Sini.
dermaga besar tuh. Ini kan barang.
Udah ada kapal yang datang?
Sudah ada.
Hari ini sepi.
Iya. Ini Pertamina pun masih kecil sekali, padahal permintaan dari Timor Leste semakin banyak. Timor Leste, Oecusse, kilangnya kecil. Terima kasih ya.
Ya, makasih Pak. Satu sisir.
Bukan lautan tapi hanya kolam susun ini.
Ini garamnya dibuat di sini Pak?
Iya di sini. Iya kan nanti dia kering juga.
Dikeringin, oh
Iya dia kering. Karena ada pembuangan ini.
Oh iya.
Ini makanya.
Nanti tinggal garamnya di dalam
Iya.
situ ya?
Ini sampai ke belakang.
Garam semua?
Iya. Tambah garam.
Oh ada babi hutan tuh. Ada banyak babi hutan sini.
Itu patung Bunda Maria.
About 40 minutes into the drive, we reach a Catholic pilgrimage site called Patung Bunda Maria Pelindung Segala Bangsa, which consists of a 41-meter tall statue of Mary, the Mother of Jesus, located majestically on a hill next to Teluk Gurita, which literally means Octopus Bay, a beautiful and well-known natural harbor bay in Belu Regency.
Iya, sampai. Jadi yang gunung itu paling jauh itu udah Oecusse ya?
Oecusse.
Ada bagian dari Timor Leste ya.
Lagi.
Cuma di Nusa Tenggara Timur yang dia punya datarannya gini, kayak di pesisirnya langsung kayak bukit-bukit gitu.
Tebing langsung.
Iya, langsung tebing, menjulang langsung gitu.
Iya.
Ya.
Di bawah ini langsung dermaga feri.
Feri dari mana Pak?
Dari Kupang, dari Alor, dari Ambon, mampir sini.
Wow.
Gurita ini bentuknya seperti gurita.
Oh, oke. Dari
Teluknya,
atas.
iya.
Dari atas
Kita-
harusnya dari map.
Iya, kita lihat dari atas. Ferry masuk sini mobil.
Iya.
Kalau dari Kupang naik ferry turun
Oh,
sini.
yang Roro itu dari sini.
Iya, Roro naik sini.
Oh, bisa ya dalam ya itunya, Pak.
Dalam. Jadi kalau dia keluar dia melintas lewat depan Oecusse juga.
Oh iya, iya. Yang pulau kemarin Bapak bilang itu yang Pulau Batik ya?
Iya.
Ya itu di sini.
Oh
ya?
itu sana. Agak tinggi dia.
Iya, iya, seberang Oecusse.
Iya 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 iya.
seberang Oecusse.
Itu.
Kecil pulaunya.
Iya. Tapi masih diperebutkan.
Oh masih pernah. Tapi kalau
Iya.
di map dia
Masuk,
bilang udah
iya.
bagian dari Indonesia.
Indonesia,
Tapi
iya.
belum masih apa
Iya.
ya? Perebutkan ya?
Iya. Itu ujung sana awan yang itu ada
Iya.
gunung tuh.
Iya.
Itu kelihatan alor tuh.
Udah alur.
Iya, kelihatan alor tuh.
Ini selatnya.
The next stop is Oecusse village, a coastal village mainly inhabited by people from Savo Islands, a pair of islands located between Timor and Sumba Islands. Most of the locals here are fishermen and cultivators of the pohon lontar, or palmyra trees in English, a type of highly versatile palm tree native to Southeast Asia and South Asia, which are commonly found here.
Ini namanya pohon lontar. Iya, ada buahnya yang diambil terus diolah jadi arak. Bisa diolah jadi arak, bisa diolah jadi gula. Banyak.
Most of the hilltops here are about 200 meters high, and here we're beginning to climb up via this concrete staircase accompanied by a local gentleman.
Biasa hujan gini Pak?
Tidak.
Cuman hari ini aja hujan?
Iya, hari ini.
Waduh, kurang beruntung ya.
Here, from one of the hilltops, we were indulged with these truly spectacular views of the surroundings, with rolling brown-colored hills towards the inland and a beautiful green expanse of tall palmyra trees near the shore. Unfortunately, the weather was quite unfavorable and gloomy while we were there, therefore the colors of the landscape don't look quite as vibrant and lively.
Ini danau buatan Pak?
Ini ikan.
Ikan? Oh,
Ikan bandeng.
oh dia tambak?
Iya, tambak.
Oh oke. Oke Pak, udah hujan. Motor. Yuk. Sudah nggak? Pak?
From here, it's just about a 41-kilometer drive to the Wini border post.
Habis gelombang besar pasti. Coba ikuti sana.
Okay, so now we've arrived at Wini border post. Unfortunately, we got there just 1 hour before closure, which means there won't be enough time to cross the border into Oecusse and back on the same day. So we just head as far as the border marking bridge this time. There were soldiers from the National Army of Indonesia guarding the area, and we just had to ask them for permission to get close to the border bridge.
Kita ada bawa tamu mau foto-foto sedikit boleh. Oh, di luar sah. Siap.
Di mana?
Oh, ada buka kok. Oh.
Halo. Oh, mau ke sana ya? Lewat sini? Oke. Mau ke yang batas itu saja.
Mau jalan-jalan?
Iya.
Oh iya. Boleh keliling, hanya hujan nih.
Keliling. Sini
Pokoknya
mana?
bisa keliling.
Keliling aja ya?
Iya.
Keliling. Oke.
Keliling. Tapi
Masih.
hujan nih.
Nggak apa-apa.
Apa?
Nggak apa-apa. Sebentar aja, sebentar. Makasih, Bu. Oh, situ aja. Nah, ini gedung imigrasi Indonesia nih punya.
Oh, bagus ya.
Iya. Ada scan barang situ. Bea cukai segala macam sih. Ini patung Garuda di perbatasan Indonesia. Masuk ke exclave Oecusse, negara bagian dari Timor Leste yang terpisah dari wilayah utama Timor Leste yang ada ibu kota Dili. Kalau yang nggak tahu, exclave itu adalah teritori negara yang terpisah dari wilayah yang utama dari negara itu. Jadi Timor Leste punya wilayah yang terpisah dari wilayah utamanya, dan wilayah ini namanya Oecusse. Ini perbatasannya, sampai situ sudah Timor Leste udah. Dari sini, dari perbatasannya sampai ke sana 1 jam dari sini naik mobil sampai ke kota Oecusse, atau disebut juga kota Pantai Makassar. Itu adalah ibu kota dari wilayah ini yang merupakan daerah spesial administratif Timor Leste. Dan dulu dikatakan juga sejarahnya di sinilah tempat mendaratnya orang Portugis pertama tahun 1515. Dulu di daerah sebelah barat Pantai Makassar ada daerah namanya Livau. Di sinilah daerah.
Then it started raining quite heavily, and we decided to quickly leave and head down to Wini, a nearby village that the border post was named after, located just adjacent to the border.
Makanya kita harus punya kamera waterproof karena hari-hari seperti ini. Di sini lebih sepi. Kalau ini bukan mainland, mainlandnya di tempat tadi yang Mota'ain. Ya. Ini nggak tahu.
Now we've arrived at the main beach of the village called the Wini Beach. As you can see, the sand in this stretch of coastline is mainly black in color. This is due to the active volcanoes that were once present in the area and erupted, releasing all kinds of volcanic material around the area.
Pantainya hitam sampai ke daerah Oecusse sana di Timor Leste. Orang bisa berenang sampai ke Timor Leste.
Itu mereka cari mati.
Tapi kan dekat kan? Dekat situ aja ya.
Dekat sebenarnya.
Iya, tapi ditangkap.
Iya. Dan itu mereka cari mati.
Iya.
Saya juga baru lihat itu tanjung yang di sana.
And finally, from Wini, we headed down south to our last stop of the day, the town of Kefamenanu, the capital of North Central Timor Regency, where we'll be spending the night. The drive took us 1.5 hours through a beautiful valley area and a misty weather that made the drive felt mystical. Also stretches of the road where we went under the canopy of these tall trees, which might be eucalyptus or sandalwood trees. I'm not quite sure, but do let me know in the comments if you do know what trees these are. We also saw many black volcanic rocks along the way, which we noticed a lot of the locals use as building material, such as this joint one right here.
Bukit Batu.
And finally, we've arrived in the town of Kefamenanu at last. What a day it's been exploring the two borders and being mesmerized and spoiled by the breathtaking views of the landscapes and the warmth of the locals of the northern coast of Timor Island. We didn't manage to cross into Oecusse today, but it will definitely be registered into our future travel plans to explore Oecusse and Timor Leste mainland further. Last but not least, I want to say a huge thank you for watching the video today, and a massive thank you for those who have subscribed and shown your support to the channel. I truly appreciate it. Click like if you've learned something new through the video today, and click subscribe to show your support to the channel. Until next time, let's travel and discover.
Tapi masih bisa naik boat ya, Pak? Ke sana bisa ya?
Ke Overlake?
Iya, tapi
Bisa,
ya.